All right, with Eric Frohnapfel. Let's talk about life without your brother for the first time since being here at Marshall. How different has it been to look out there and not see that 15 slinging the ball around most of the time to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an adjustment, and I think, as we've seen in camp so far, it's created a big hole in the backup quarterback spot. You know, Gunner stepped up nicely, but for a while there, we were sort of spoiled in that we had two quarterbacks we felt really good about. I know for me personally, I like having Blake out here. I like being able to go through this stuff with him. But I'm happy for him, and I'm glad that he's sort of found a home at UMass.
Tell me a little bit about the time that you guys did get to spend here, the seasons that you had, and how special was it to be able to catch a touchdown pass at Marshall from your brother?
Well, I know just having Blake here, it brought our family so much closer. You know, our family's very spread out, and we don't get to see each other as much as we'd like. But I know when we had, you know, my brother and I playing in these games, and then my sister Jeanne here the past year, you know, we'd have 10 people, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, mom and dad, everybody at the game. So that was really good, just to get everyone together, you know, as many Saturdays as we could. And then just having Blake out here, obviously, catching that touchdown pass from him was pretty special. It's pretty rare. So, I mean, that's, you know, we're blessed to be able to say that we were able to do that.
What would you say your favorite moment of on the football field, either here or any other time that you guys played together between you and your brother were?
I'd probably have to go back to high school. Just, you know, it's hard to pick out a specific play, but especially in high school, you know, when we were throwing touchdowns to each other, you know, pretty much every game, you know, that was just, it was a special thing. And, you know, obviously in college, you know, we were on different spots in the depth chart, so it's harder to do that. But just in high school, being able to go out there every Friday and have my brother throwing the ball to me, that was pretty cool.
The game against East Carolina 2 years ago when he had to step up and played so superbly in the second half, how special of a moment was that for you personally to see your brother step up and fill in a hole like he did and nearly take this team to a victory?
I was so proud of him. You know, I think he always did a good job of staying ready in the sidelines. He always did a couple passes in every few drives. And I know he was nervous when he went in there, but he didn't show it. And I was just really impressed by his poise. He didn't look like he was timid or anything. He really went out there and commanded the offense and made some good throws. And I was just, you know, I knew all along he could do that, but I really think he showed some guys in this team that, you know, hey, he's a legitimate guy and he can play.
You know, you guys both shared the backup roles last year. You played behind Gator Hoskins a lot, and he played behind Cato. But what did you guys kind of take away from that you could share with each other to be able to work forward to anytime your number was called, you're ready to step up? And for you this year, that's been your time as stepping up as probably being the starting tight end.
Right, yeah, right. And that's the thing. You just have to stay ready. And we talked about that last year. You know, Cato could go down any play, and Gator nursed some injuries throughout the year. So there was times like the Tech game where I had to play a lot more than was expected. And I think now, you know, he's in a spot where he's the starting guy, and I'm in a spot where I'm the starting guy. So I think these past few years, you know, we've just been developing and getting better, and now's our time.
So yesterday, he named the starting quarterback at the University of Massachusetts. We'll get to start against Boston College. Did you get to talk to him yesterday and tell me, you know, kind of how his excitement is right now?
I actually haven't talked to him yet about it. During camp, we're both so busy. We go kind of a long time without speaking to each other, but I know he's excited, and you know, they got a pretty tough out-of-conference schedule, so I know he's got his work cut out for him. But it sounds like he's doing a great job there. His teammates really seem to like him, and he really seems like he's gained the respect of his coaches pretty quickly. So I'm happy for him, and I sort of knew all along that he was gonna get that spot. Knowing
that he's gone this year, you're not gonna be here to play with him. How kind of a relief is it to know that he moved on to his next part of his football career and he succeeded at doing so?
Right, I'm so happy for him. I know when we came back from the bowl game, you know, we spent that time at home. Him and my dad were in the family room every night till what seemed like 2 a.m. going over what he should do, this and that, and different schools. And so just to know that he went through this big, long process and had a lot of stress involved, and he found the right school, and he found a place that wanted him, that is going to name him the starter. It all worked out for him, and he's in a great NBA program. So it's just good to see that, you know, the chips fell in the right place, and that, you know, all that worrying that was going into it, you know, it's sort of gone now.
So does that also help you kind of put that behind you, of knowing that your brother's in a good place and good shape and succeeding, and allow you just to go out and focus on your time here at Marshall, as now we only have one Frohnapfel?
Yeah, exactly. You know, no more Frohnapfel, it's just Frohnapfel. And, you know, I think it's good for us just sort of off the field as people. You know, we're no longer the twins. It's just Eric and Blake, you know, so we can sort of develop into more, you know, be individuals. But, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for him, and I know that he's doing the right thing, and I'm glad that we can sort of go a few days without talking, and, you know, and everything's fine, you know, because we've we've matured a lot now, and so we're ready for this.
So is it going to be different now to actually have an opportunity to sit down and compare notes with your brother and it not be the same game that you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, especially his offense is way different than ours. And it's going to be weird that, I'm going to go into a game, he's going to play a game, and I'm not going to know exactly what he did. He won't know exactly what I did. And I'm going to try to watch as many games as I can of his, but that's going to be weird that I might say, hey, I did this, and he might say, hey, I did that, and I won't be able to see it. So that's kind of unfortunate. I love seeing Blake play, but we'll do the best we can with that.
So opening day, you're gonna be peeking up at the scoreboard trying to catch that UMass Boston College score if you get a chance.
Absolutely. I know it's gonna be a tough game for him. He said that they're pretty jacked up about that game. They want to sort of shock the world week one. So I'm gonna I'll be looking out for him. I know he's gonna play well. I'm excited for him to get his season underway.
So now is it going to be the challenge of which Frohnapfel brother can have the highlight play first?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a little friendly rivalry, and I'm sure we'll battle back and forth with that. But the main thing, we play different positions, and he's got a lot on his plate already, and I know that he's got a lot of pressure on him. So I don't want to put any more pressure on him because he's got enough already.
Brotherly bond between you two guys as kids growing up, is that something that you guys always had good competition, battle back and forth, beat each other's brains out, but then at the end of the day, you'd run through a brick wall for the other?
Exactly. And he's my brother, and I'd do anything for him. And I know growing up we were pretty competitive, and I think as we got older, he sort of became fierce competitor, and I sort of laid back a little bit because I couldn't stand and go toe-to-toe with him every day and everything we did. So there's still a couple times we get on the PS4 and play some video games, and that gets pretty heated. But besides that, we try to stay out of each other's hair as best we can.
So who's the better gamer?
We always say any sports game, any NCAA, he's got it. Any shooting game, I got it. So we'll just split it down the middle. Call it 50-50.
Eric, always a pleasure.
All right, thank you.